And we're starting. Wait, I need to fix my character. Hold on. Wait. There. And outfit. Perfect. Yeah, you probably guessed what game we're going to play right now. Welcome to Detective Pikachu. Also, just want to make sure, Happy New Year, everyone! Which my time is now is 10:03 p.m. So just only for 2 hours, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say this. So right now the time is 10 o'clock p.m. Wednesday, December 31. Soon, after I finish this 2 hour of my playthrough, it's going to be Happy New Year for this year. So let's not waste any time and get straight to the gameplay. But first things first, information about this game. It's very important before we start playing. So here goes. Detective Pikachu Return is a 2023 adventure game developed by creators and published by the Pokemon Company and Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch. It is a sequel to the 2016 Detective Pikachu for the Nintendo DS. Yes, I actually played it, but I cannot play it here though. Plus, this is a Nintendo Switch game. Intended release date October 6, 2026. Platform Nintendo Switch. Genre adventure game puzzle video games. Developer Creatures Inc. Licensee properties licenses. Published Nintendo, the Pokemon Company, Nintendo of America Inc. Series Detective Pikachu. Now I'm also no, that's probably about it. That's because I thought honestly it could be released on the Steam. Would be super surprised. Should I begin the story? I mean, I really need to know what's going to happen in the story now. Oh.
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective. With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories. After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry. Because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokémon berserk. Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing. Even now, the two of us are still searching for him. Harry, just where the heck did you go?
So this is the mystery we all hear about now. Find Harry.
And so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokémon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokémon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
Pika? Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Wow. You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Now then, due to the R incident of 2 years ago, some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokémon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
What's that?
A Corviknight?
No, it's coming this way.
Sir, follow me. Everyone, get inside right away!
What the heck is going on?
Could it be? Or?
Or? Don't think so. Its behavior is different. It's all right. Just calm down.
He stole his hat.
Pikachu.
Lousy Corviknight! It just made off with my signature hat!
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You know how important that hat is to me, and Carbonite is just flew off with it. What a mess! I'm sorry. Hold on. Just need to put my little fella here. Okay. A little bit better. So, shall we continue? What a mess. Let's go get it back. What's that? If I noticed the book. Hey, Tim, over here.
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
Well, there's a lot of things we don't know. And also want to say hello to those who jumped in. Hello, Gary. And hello, Luca. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. And Happy New Year. Since we are already getting closer to the Happy New Year. Plus, when I'm done playing 2 hours with this game, I wanted to immediately jump to the VR chat and do a little recording for the new year. There's two parts of what's going to happen. The right hand, that I'm with everybody in the VR chat for celebrating the new year. The left hand is actually me, who's actually being around celebrating New Year. But when you look around, anyway, you left the worst time. I'm sorry for leaving out. I'm still in the voice call with you in the Discord, which as we speak. Anyway, we should return this notebook to Mayor Mayors. Yeah, but first we have got to deal with the Corviknight. Right, let's go, Pikachu. You know, now what do we do? That's... Oh, this doesn't look good. Suspect!
Oh!
Is that a Pidove? Unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey, you big guy, what happened to Pidove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we have tried so far is working. Hey, can you even hear me? You, cut your Pikachu's Pika Pika chatter and evacuate the area. Really? Will Butler, Chief of the Pokemon Protection, Kurio. I don't know. Can hear her health? You are. How healthy you are. I don't know is my favorite. I need to track down the Corviknight and get this area evacuated, but I can't just leave this Pidove here. I was about to help you catch a newbie. That's the thing, Gary. Listen to me carefully, and I'm seriously listening to me carefully. I would love your help to catch Anubis from Pal World, but I really need to do the stream before the new year comes out. Alright? I'm explaining to you because I had to start it, and only is for 2 hours. When I'm done with this 2 hours, I will do the Pal World with you. But I have a few things I need to take care of. Because it's a plan that I had to make. And I would not miss this chance. Hey, what happened? Calm down, Pikachu. To everyone else, you're just saying Pika Pika. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. Oh right, sorry. Got a little worked up seeing Pidove in such a bad shape. Okay, Tim, it's on you to ask the big guy What went down? Excuse me, what happened here? Hmm? Oh, you're that young detective. Oh, he just realized it. Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Well, Will Butler, Pokemon Protections Burio. Burio. I'm just trying to pronounce it right. And this Audino is with the Police Department Rescue Squad. Audino, I'll spare you the details right now. We need to help this Pidove. All that wind Covenite wipe up below it around and knock it out. Audino uses move to heal Pidove, recovering, but it still hasn't woken up. Audino. Chief, no civilian injuries to report. This time. Copy that. Great work. Now, I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I can't just leave Pidove here unconscious. You out to clear out of here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let us help you take care of Pidove. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah, let's a couple of great detectives handle this. You? This is an emergency situation, one that requires me full attention. Maybe I should let you help. Alright, I'll leave the wakening of this Pidove to you. I'm counting on you, young detective. Yes, sir. Let's go, Pikachu. Okay. Ooh. Hey, why don't we talk to those other Pidove? Really, let's give it a shot. And now we have the ability to talk to other Pokemon. Well, as long as Detective Pikachu is with us. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to those guys, there's something I need to talk to you. Yeah, what is it? Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. I don't gotta tell you that, right? Right? And it's been a good long while since our last case. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories of how we go about investigating case. By the way, I forgot to mention, this game on the 3DS for Detective Pikachu was released on 2016. Now, that was like, how long was it? 10 years, if I'm not mistaken? It's gotta be 10 years right now. I'll do this one by the book, alright? So it's been so long I forgot how the gameplay was. Okay, so, Tim, this is our first investigation in a long time. Fortunately, Pidove's injuries are already healed. All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Some might call it coincidence, but I call it an opportunity for a detective work tutorial. Perfect, right? I suppose. Let's refresh our memory and make sure we conduct full investigation. You got it. First, let's quickly go over how we investigate. I talk to the Pokemon, and I talk to the people. Together, the two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people and Pokemon and piece them all together to solve the case. Yep, that's how we do it. Exactly. Okay, this round of questioning is all yours, Pikachu. Sure thing, here I go. Hey, Pidove, can I talk to you? I'm guessing you pals with that unconscious Pidove. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Who? It says they're friends taking a nap and won't wake up. So it thinks that it's unconscious. Pidove is just sleeping? Woohoo! You really love the smell of... Wait, huh? What's that? Got to do with anything? Cool. Nice strong aroma, making the sleepy time go away. That's what it says. Thing. You'd think those Pidove would be more concerned about their unconscious friend, instead of chirping about some smell. I'm gathering there's a certain aroma that Pidove are really into. Guess that's all we gotta get. Maybe we should question some of the other Pidove around here. Hey Tim, come here for a sec. If you get stuck during your investigation and see the light bulb icon in the lower left corner of the screen. You can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. Alright, that's good. I'm a little curious about what that Pidove was saying. Yeah, its friend is unconscious, but all it wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yep. Nice strong aroma, make the sleepy time go away. That's all I could get out of it. Aroma, sleep time go away. Wait, what if it was talking about using some kind of scent? And what if that scent could wake up its friend? That's it, Tim. We can find the strong aroma those Pidove were chirping about. Maybe it will wake up their unconscious friend. That's what I'm thinking. It's worth a shot, at least. But how are we going to find a scent like that? There might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. That reminds me. Listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble doing an investigation, you can call out to me anytime. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also just mull things over on your own. But if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break or retrace your steps. That's important too. Alright. You can press the start button during gameplay to open the sub-menu. In this menu, you can save the game and change your game settings. You can press the ZL button during gameplay to reread recent conversation. Old conversation eventually disappears, so be careful not to forget what was said. I'll try to remember that if I can. Okay, here we go. Interview Pokemon. And now we begin our gameplay. Zato stares into the great beyond. That's Zato. You can never tell what it's staring at or what it might be thinking. Hold on, maybe I need to put the volume just a little bit down. Right here. I think this is okay for now. As long as you guys can hear it though. That's sort of a Pokemon who's probably got all kinds of incredible knowledge. I don't know about that, but let's try asking it if it knows anything about how to wake up Pidove. Way ahead of you. Hey, Zato. Can you hear me? Hey. I think he's spaced out. It's not saying anything. I wonder what's wrong. Ooh. Oh, it went peace. Oh, it wants peace and quiet while it's sunbathing. It's awful calm given all the commotions going on. Maybe we should try asking someone else. Wait. Well, looks like we found the Pokemon that does the aroma. That Pokemon can do. Aroma test. Exude an aging aroma. And you can see the Pidove. There's the evidence. Aroma. You're aroma tester, aren't you? What are you those Pidoves surrounding you for? Aroma? Huh, they started flocking to it as soon as it got here. Those Pidove have been following Aromatessa around. Cool. You're asking it to make the nice aroma? Cool. Hurry up, make the nice aroma. That's kind of rude. Aroma. The Pidove are really getting in on its nerve. Seems like those Pidove are all drawn to a scent that Aromatess emits. Which means Aromatess might be obliged to help us wake up the unconscious Pidove. Good thinking, Pikachu. Let's ask if Aromatess is willing to help us out. Hey there, Aromatess. We could use some help. Aromatess? It'll help us out if we can get those Pidove to stop following it around. Fair enough. Let's talk to the Pidove. Just hope they understand us. I don't think they would. Sorry to ask you this, but could you move, somewhere else? Hey, now is not the time to stop and smell the aromas. We're trying to help your friend here. Hey guys, what pretty soon Aromatest is gonna go make a lot of nice aroma right over. Wait. Hey guys, what pretty soon Aromatest is gonna go make lots of nice aroma right over there. They're on board with the nice aroma over there plan. So they'll move great. Let's see if they will. Aromatest should be willing to help us out now, right? Aroma! It's happy to lend a hand now that we got those Bedov to move. Great, let's take Aromatest back to the square. Okay, Aromatest, here's the Bedov. Please help it. Aroma! Let's see how it does.
All right. Glad that worked.
Hello there! Happy New Year, friend! Welcome to the stream! Bedov's awake. Audino. Wow, Aromatest's scent is nice. But it's kind of like real strong perfume. I don't get why Bedov liked it so much. Who? Cuckoo. Glad you're enjoying it. Aroma. Yep, you were a huge help, Aromatest. Thanks. Wow, that was quick to run away. Excellent work, young detective. That parked Bedov right up. I didn't even consider getting help from other Pokemon in that area. Oh yeah, come to think of it, a police officer was calling this big guy Shafe. I wonder why. How about you ask him and find out? About you, Mr. Butler? Yes, I'm Will Butler, chief of the PPB. The PPB? We're an organization dedicated to protect the Pokemon of Rama City. PP... No, there's no B on it. The Pokemon Protection Bureau. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. So it's kind of like the police, but focused on Pokemon. I didn't know we had something like that. The Bureau only recently started its official operation. At the moment, we're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City police stations in cooperation with the police. We were dispatched to provide a security, but, well, just look at what happened. I can't believe if a Bisco this big occurred on my watch. Honestly, an embarrassment. About the Pokemon Protecting Bureau. We were formed 2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident, the case you two solved. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. The human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by that. Mayor Mayers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB as a countermeasure. We wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon like the R incident would never happen again. That's why this organization exists. Isn't keeping the peace the police job, though? In the past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in the number of reporting incidents and accidents. The police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemons. But now the police can protect the human population of Rhyme City, while the BPB protects the Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we can keep everyone safe. Oh, so that's why the BPB was formed, just what I'd expect from Rhyme City. Howard really is looking out for us Pokemon, huh? Howard really is looking out for the Pokemon, huh? By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation early and couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining those to Pikachu? Oh. I didn't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless the two of you can... Oh, I'm not actually talking to him. It's more like getting advice. No, that's not it. It's... Oh, I get it. You're talking to Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting. Way to form your deduction, if you ask me. Wahahaha. Yeah, that's it. I say. Well, we do understand each other, actually. Phew, that was close. I thought he had caught on to us. Be careful, usually folks wouldn't believe we can talk to one another. What was that sound? Whoa. Huh? It's the Corver Knight!
Back again. Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir. Oh.
It's Corver Knight again. Hey, give me back my hat, would ya? Not holding it anymore. The chief went up. The chief went after the Corver Knight in his pistol car. I bet Corver Knight still has my hat. Let's follow it. What? App? Those are Pokemon cries. Sounds like they're coming from the directions Corver Knights flew off in. Let's go check it out. Alright, let's go! We still talk to this Pokemon? Tato. It's telling us not to panic. Cool. As a cucumber, even during a crisis. Alright, we're going to the left. Hello, we found him. Whoa. Pikachu, look. Executor. Well, how do you like those apples? They're scattering all over the place. What a mess. Wait, that's not a normal apple. That's an Appeline, a Pokemon. Lives in an apple. It's dangerous here, Appeline. You should find somewhere that's safe. That's odd. It doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Let's talk to it. About you, Appeline.
Hey.
I haven't seen any Appeline in this city before. Where'd you come from? Oh, you go to sleep in a wooden crate, and when you woke up, you were always someplace new. So the apple vendor traveled to different locations, and this Appeline get carried along. The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this Appeline. Apple? Something suddenly shocked it awaken a moment ago. I'll bet there was Covenant. Same goes for those crates getting tumbled over. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area. No, the Appeline was tumbled down because of that executor. I can tell. I mean, they're here for a reason. So the wooden crate shook you, got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing. It got separated, then let's help find its friends. Good thinking. How many friends were here with you? 2. Okay, got it. From what Appeline said, I think I get what's going on here. But as much as I'd like to go get my hat back from Covenant, we can't just abandon a Pokemon in need of our help. Yeah, what kind of great detectives would we be if we didn't lend a helping hand or two along the way? Okay, should we investigate the fallen apples over there? I'd be happy to if there wasn't a tree in their way. Something about it seems odd to me. Maybe we should investigate that first. That's not ordinary tree, that's an executor. Come on! Can I actually talk to it? Maybe I need to get closer. There we go. Okay, so we can't investigate because this tree is in the way. What should we do about it? Well, we can't just cut it down. Seriously? Eggs.
Whoa! This tree's an executor!
Well, duh! Alola, towering tropical Pokemon. Wait, isn't this an Alola Executor? I had never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing here in Raymond City? Actually, now this is a good question. What is this Pokemon doing here? Isn't it supposed to be in the Alola? How did it travel all the way here? Why don't we ask it and get some other questions? And while we're at it, we can't investigate until it moves away anyway. Hey, Executor! Over here! Look down! By your feet! Whoa, don't all talk at once! How about this, Executor? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Oops, forgot to say which head. About you, Executor.
Hey,
You, middle head. Why are you here? Guess it's been traveling around with the apple vendor. That explains why it's here in Rhyme City.
hey,
Your right head, tell me, what happened here? Corviknight came flying through, and when you try to dodge it, you bump into the fruit stands. Knew it. By the way, have you seen a hat Corviknight took mine? Guess it happens so suddenly for you to tell. I guess it happens too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well.
hey.
Oh, left head. We have got a few favor to ask. Sorry, but we want to search through those apples scattered behind you. Could you please scoot over a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Good, it moved for us. Now we can investigate the scene. Alright, let's start investigating.
Mm-hmm.
This is where all the appling got scattered around. Let's investigate them. Yeah, I know all the way to the right side where Pom Pom is. It has eyes, it's already blanked. Remember what we're looking for. The two missing applings. Alright. Where's the third one? If I look carefully, I know it's in the top right. It has eyes. But the second one is where? That's strange. That's right. There's a lot of appling here. So try not to overlook them, okay? Okay, now I can actually move.
Is this?
Okay, I know this has to be... Wait. Anyway, let's start with this one.
Link.
Look, an appling. I found one. Have you been sitting still pretending to be an apple this whole time? It must take a whole lot of patience. Huh. Patiently staying still is one of your talented impressive. That coconut got you wrapped up in a quite the mess though, didn't it? Your friend is waiting for you. Alright. Now, let's think carefully. There are a lot of apples. One of them has to be... Detective Pikachu, what are you doing?
Oh, this is a tasty apple.
And...
You want some too, Tim? Don't forget to pay for it.
Oh, you're eating it. Well, I had to pay for it. Alright. 1... 2... 3. There are 3 apples that's covered. Which one of them could be it? We had to look at the details. I would say let's start with this one. There are apples everywhere. I don't see an apple. At this point, those applings are only good for making juicy or jam or something. I still eat them, bruises and all. Ah, could be hiding. Is an appling crate? No sign of appling though. Well, we searched pretty thoroughly. I still don't see my hat or the other appling though. Where could it be? Huh? Did you see something moving behind that crate? What? No, I didn't notice anything. Try checking again. Maybe something's changed. Oh, it's Pikachu's hat!
Huh?
My hat! Hope I dropped it. Could have sworn it wasn't here early anyway. I am just glad to have it back. But not just that. The apple's hiding.
This was a real pain. Eh? Hey, get back here. The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all. My hat keeps moving on its own.
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
Is it? Look, you look. Wait, what?
See? Told you so.
Executor.
Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
What kind of Pokemon that climbs up? I'm sure that's not an Applin, is it?
Well, Tim, lift me up.
Okay.
I'll do that. Alley-oop.
You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Uh-oh. Got him. Almost there.
Finally got you back.
Pikachu, it's an Applin. Whoa! Are you okay? Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Are the Applin okay too? Yep, they all seems happy to be reunited. Good, glad they're all right. So one of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing it moving on its own really threw me off for a loop. I'm sure Kodai dropped the hat middle flight and it just happened to fall all on top of Applin. Oh yeah, hey Tim, where's my hat? Oh, don't worry, I've got it. Oh, thank God. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle.
Tim, don't forget what you said.
Now that's more like.
I don't.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Ow.
Great work. Thank you. And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
I can't say it enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokemon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim!
Congratulations, hon!
I see the girl all the way to the right, color pink. That's why I'm looking over there. Seems the mayor's daughter could be there. Later that evening at the Tim's apartment.
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
Arena Goodman. Oh, Tim's mother, of course, obviously.
You're amazing, Tim!
Sir? Sophia Goodman. Yep, little sister.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Rhine Tower standoff case, too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
I have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow!
Oh, Pikachu.
Yes,
The
Gary?
race is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
Very curiosity.
Yep.
I found a place called Realm of Peria. Is that in the Pal World, Gary? Out of curious. This is your first time in Rhyme City, right, Sophie? Oh, it's so busy and fun. I'm glad I came. You know what's that means? I need to know what it means. Yes, please tell me. Please, please. That Corviknight surprised me, though. I'm glad you and Mom are okay.
Hey,
Those are old case notes. Yep, it's all stuff. You told me to keep a record of it. Not bad, Tim. There's a lot you can learn from past case. You know, show them what you've got there. Oh, the R case. That takes me back. It was the first case we partnered up on. Yeah, R was a chemical that made Pokemon go berserk. It was created from Mewtwo's cell. Yes, what a shocker! Spoilers there. When a Pokemon was given R, its eyes would glow red and it would become enraged and violent. It was horrible. Even now, I still can't believe they'd use an innocent Pokemon to cause all those incidents. Damn, that was one tough nut to crack, but we managed to catch the culprit in the hand. As for Mewtwo's cells and the remaining vials of R, we confiscated all that stuff when we brought the culprit to justice. Speaking of which, in our final confrontations with that guy, you managed to use one of your moves. You usually can't use any of your moves. How were you obliged to pull that off? Beats me, I'm just as baffled as you are, kid. After Harry went missing, I lost all my memories for some reason. That's also when I realized I couldn't use any moves. Maybe the pressure of that intense situation is how you were obliged to use that move. Could be. It's possible, at least. After I used that move, I just blacked out. I was really worried about you. You remember Terra made a collab with Palworld? Yes, I think. Actually, wait. Terria. I think I know that game. I didn't know they made a collab. Tell me more, please. I'm glad you're safe and doing well, Tim, but you hardly ever call. I know no news is supposed to be a good news, but you take that a bit too far. Sorry, Mom. About Rhyme City.
Well,
I haven't been to Rhyme City in quite some time now. Not since I last saw your father. Gosh, I guess it's been about 2 years then.
speaking of which,
Tim, are you getting enough to eat? Yeah, stopping by the High Hat cafes for breakfast is part of my daily routine. The High Hat Cafe. It's Pikachu's favorite spot. It's so close now that we have moved. I have been going there pretty much every morning. Maybe I should make some dinner for you tomorrow night. Then it'd be a while. You miss my cooking, don't you? Of course. Thanks, Mom. I'm looking forward to it. Well, you do have a lovely room. It was okay. I mean, I like my own houses better. We interrupt our regular schedule programming to bring you this breaking news. Oh, what's going on?
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer,
Amateur?
Pokemon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Mewtwo!
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you?
Oh.
You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
Oh, really? It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
I was eating food, sorry. That's why you see me like that. Sorry about that. Because I was very hungry, okay? See the Pikachu emojis behind my OC character. Hold on, maybe I can just... Oh dear, never mind. The day after the reward ceremony. Whimsicott rides the wind from town to town.
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Would make sense.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep. The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Oh, Frank Holland.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the dentist residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
I like cappuccino, please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go, Pikachu. And also, Gary, I see the DM that you showed me right now. And that's an interesting location where the pal monster you're going, or that you're telling me right now. I need to wrap this up. Wait a second, Tim. What for? There's no need to rush. You have got to be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigation. Yeah, I guess that's true. But if the inspector in a good mood, that's called Happy Holiday. I see. Pikachu's a real talkative Pokemon. If you see this Pikachu icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the right button to chat with him. Sometimes Pikachu will try to get your attention, and a Pikachu icon will bounce to let you know he wants to talk. If you see this icon bouncing, press the right button to hear what Pikachu has to say.
Tim, look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
Oh, but Holidays is waiting. We better go join them. Join him.
Hold on. Got some dust on my head. A great detective's gotta look good at all times. Here I am! You called for me? Huh? It's nothing? Oh, you just felt like calling my name?
Yes. And did I ever told you I, Ethan Lucari, used to work at that place? Yes, the reason I'm not working there because, of course, there's a lot of humans that I had to be in a Pokemon place.
Alright. Let's continue on for a bit more. Great detective tip number 9. People who lie during their testimony. They usually look up and to the right. That's just something I've personally observed.
Well, we never know if that is true, Detective Pikachu. Looks like I found some interesting Pokemon. Oh, that was my favorite Pokemon over there. Hey, what's that? Something's shining in the fountain. What could it be? Oh, Inky! Little jump scare. Inky! Whoa, I know I saw something. It was a Pokemon. That's an Inky, Tim. It lights up its spots to communicate with friends. Never figured it used those lights to lure someone in close enough for a prank. Well, it worked. Yeah, it definitely surprised me. Inky. If the inspector... Oh, I already read that. Hey, Inky, maybe go easy on the jump scare, okay? No promises. I appreciate you coming on such a short notice, Tim. This way, the crime took place at the Dennis residence up ahead. You know, I cannot stop thinking about the Mewtwo on the news. What's going on there?
Great detective coffee note number 2. The water you use can change how your coffee tastes.
Really? I don't know if that's true. It was very good at, well, hiding its existence. Well, no longer existence. When someone sees his existence, that is going to be a bigger problem. And they know they would find that legendary, and they're after him.
Well, if it isn't the great detectives.
Brad McMaster, Rhyme City Police Lieutenant. Dedicated to law and order. Minitrick. It's been a while, Brad. I nearly forgot about him. I'm slowly remembering certain things. My god, back 2016 was a very good year. I see you're on the case, too. I suppose that means you are as well. You provide detective who love sticking your nose into every little things. If Mr. Dennis hadn't questioned you personally, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, he's still a jerk. You have no idea. Think he is still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up. Medic. Hey, he says no funny business. Ish, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. This is the case of the crime, right? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis, a jewelry. Alright. Dennis residence. Nice house, though. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under the normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. What a complete jerk. He just got to get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come inside. Oh, the game said it. Am I going saying that? A missing jewel. No one knows I ate it. Oh, hobo. Lugia? Oh, that's so cool. Art.
I see.
All right, Tim. Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks. Thanks, Inspector Holiday. I nearly forgot his name is Inspector Holiday. And yes, I read it when he first appears. Wings of Hope. Wings of the Wind. Destined.
I see.
The parlor is to the right. Mr. Dennis is waiting for you there. We appreciate the help, Tim.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
Up. Sanjeev Dennis Jeweler. Jeweler. Oh, my favorite Pokemon, Growlithe! The guard of the Dennis residence. Why is he so sad? My name is Sanjeev Dennis. I'm a jewelry, and this is my partner, Growlithe. Crawl. I am Detective Tim Goodman. This is my partner, Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
A precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop. It is very rare jewel indeed. The Aurora Drop? What a mysterious name. Magical even? The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Right? Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet, is something sticking out to you as odd? Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. They think the butler did it? Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Oh, that looks pretty. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into a beautiful jewels, but the Aurora Drop is said to have a natural form to its shape. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, that's precisely how it gets its name. That makes sense. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than a fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time, we call it the Jewel of Legend. Wow, he wasn't kidding. He called it precious. Guess it's no surprise that someone wanted it to steal it. Could be Team Rocket. It definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? I kept it securely locked within a special reinforcement case inside my jewel storage room. They are locked on both the storage room door and the reinforcement case. And yet, despite all that security, it still got stolen. I'm still worried about Growlithe, though. You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barney. Why do they think that? Because Barney and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. What's keeping someone else from getting to it? He is always kept around Growlithe's neck. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlithe would start barking. My Growlithe is a very loyal Pokemon. He would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. By looking at Growlithe's face, and now knowing the gender of Growlithe, it's a girl. I thought it was a guy. I don't see a key around Growlithe's neck right now. The police think Barnes took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Barnes. He is currently being questioned by the police. But you don't believe Barnes is the thief, is that correct? I have known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years, and he's always served us as well. I'm certain that he'd never stole from me. I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. 1 hour left to go. So you're saying Barnes didn't do it, and the real culprit is still at large? That's right. Someone is still must have stolen the jewels. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent. Oh, so that's why he called us here. Clear his butler's name. We'll talk to Barnes later. So finding the Aurora's drop and clearing Barnes of suspects, suspicious. Those are the two things you called us here to do. Would you please? You are the only ones I can count on. Our job is to investigate the case, reveal the truth. We won't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into this more. Yeah, the police must have at least some reasons to suspect him. But we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case. That's more than acceptable. Thank you, Tim. Great. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Of course, the jewels storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try starting with this case. Something you want to try? Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for Detective Journal swears by it. Detective Journal. That's the magazines you're always reading, right? Yeah, that's the one. They research the most efficient way for a detective to organize their case notes. The solution they came up with was a case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? I'm getting to that first. Open up your notebook. Pressing the X button, obviously. There we are. And Joseph Dennis' jewels has apparently been stolen. But how did the culprit steal it? Investigating the scene of the crime on the second floor for clues. First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. We'll summarize the testimony and evidence that we're gathering during our investigation on the page below. Whoop. The stolen jewel. The Oro drop is Mr. Dennis' prized jewel. Someone has stolen it. After we have collected enough testimonies and evidence, the beginning deductions optional will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answer to our questions. You don't have enough testimony or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be obliged to start deducing. I guess actually using the notebook is the best approach. So Tim, what do we have to do right now? We had to collect testimonies and evidence to figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. That's right, let's go check out the jewel storage room. I could imagine if Growlithe ate it. I have not seen any of its playthrough. No spoilers or walkthroughs, nothing. If anyone who ever likes to help me with this playthrough, feel free. But the stories, I really want to know by myself, please. This room is currently being searched by the police. Right? Hold on, what's this? Glass? Wait. Feathers? Blue feather?
Oh.
Well, what's all this? Come on, feathers? I can only think this type of feather, I could only guess. Chocolate. It has to be those ducklet, those little pranksters. Sure looks like it. They're scattered all over the floor, and the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out, though, here. Do you think it has anything to do with this case? It looks like this. But wait, what's this feather? One of those feathers is darker than the others. Huh. Now, what kind of Pokemon with this feather? I can't remember. You're right. The other 6 are lighter shade of blue. Something about this is nagging at me. Alright, this is added to the book. This is the jewel storage room, the scene of the crime. Wait, I think we might gather some interesting scenes. Think about it. We did actually look out the background of everything. There's the Whimsicott. You'll see, you'll see. The jewel storage room has been lifted exactly it is as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holiday's already filled me in. Please, go right ahead.
Yes.
Thank you. Wait. Over there. Tiny peephole. It has some cotton out of it. What is it, Pichu? I checked out the door, but there are no signs of forcing entry. Then we can be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in. According to Dennis, this room's where the Aurora drop used to be. I see some friends are joining the VR chat. Let's take a closer look. So I already introduced my deduction. Whimsicott was here, but there are two flying type came in. Wait a minute, hold on. This was cut clean. Oh, this is interesting. This area looks disturbed than the rest. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. Alright, don't let any details slip past you, Tim. Hello! Okay. Let's see. Where should we look first? That looks like part of the jewel case. Based on the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut off? Yeah, it looks like way. It's a real clean cut. Hello Sam, happy new year. I hope the next year will be great and achieve anything you want. The only thing that, since it is happy new year, the only thing I just honestly wish, maybe 2,000 people will come here, say hey yo, hello, Detective Pikachu, and whatever. Anyway, I'll just keep playing the game. I think it must have taken one serious sharp blade. I doubt a human could pull that off. Here's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belongs to was in this room? Maybe it's from my Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into that later. Okay, what about under it? This cotton. It has to be Whimsicott.
Hey, Tim! Check it out! Looks good, huh? Disguises are a key part of detective work, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Now quit goofing off and investigate.
He clearly doesn't appreciate my art. Perhaps I need to give him a little more training.
Adorable. There's some cotton on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. Another added to the case. Thank you for the hug, Dan. I won't be here for long, since it's late at night for me. I'm just here to check. Alright, thank you so much for checking, and please get some rest, okay, buddy? Plus, I only have 1 hour for this playthrough, because tomorrow is going to be another 2 new games that I'm planning to play. But when I'm done playing the game that I'm currently on right now, I need to jump VR chat immediately for the new year. What's a bunch of cotton doing here in here? This is the only case that's damaged. Must be where they kept the Aurora drop. The edge looks like it was sliced clean with blade. What kind of blade could slice this cleanly, though? It's a sturdy jewel case. I wonder why they didn't steal the other jewels when they had the chance. Why only the droplet? All the information here has already been said.
Hey, Tim. quit looking at my tail and start investigating anything that looks suspicious.
I mean, here's the thing I'm gonna say. Let's look at Detective Pikachu. It's adorable. It's so adorable. If anyone's thinking what I'm thinking right now, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Whoa!
You sure you have checked everywhere? Are you saying there's more? Hold on. The jewel case is still locked. Like Dennis said, the jewels in the case was stored under lock and key. And the key to the case is different key than the one to the jewel storage room door. I wonder who has the key then?
Right.
We have covered everything I was wondering about it. Any other spot you want to check? I already ruined my sleep.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Scheduled by staying at up 4 or 5
Okay,
a.m.
let's start deducing.
while imagining comfort furry characters being my family until I get degenerated. Sorry for being weird. It's fine. It's okay.
Seems like the residents of this mansion drink coffee frequently. I can tell by the aroma. You know, Tim, we're really living the good life at our apartment. A huge mansion like this must be a pain to clean.
But it's worth living, you know?
Hey,
Have you gotten used to the case notes? If you don't know how to solve a puzzle, feel free to discuss it with me. No thanks.
I see.
Okay, don't hesitate to ask if you're ever confused. I'll help. Right?
Okay.
You have probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by right now. Alright, select begin deductions in your case notebook.
Okay.
We have a few possible theories. Which do you think is right? The culprit unlocked the case and stole the jewel. The culprit may have used a key to unlock the jewel case. That stolen the aura. Wrong. The culprit cut open the case and stole the jewel. The culprit somehow cut open the jewel case to steal the aura drop. Also, what was this? Okay, done.
Okay.
From what we have seen of the crime scene, we can tell that the jewel case was sliced open. After that, the aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, we saw that jewel case was still locked, which supposed that claimed. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open. But at least now we know how the thief got their hands on the aurora drop. Yeah, we have made it our first step forward. Case solved.
Okay.
You understand how to use the case notebook now. Yep. Once I've got some evidence, I'll start deducing. Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. After investigating the scene, we now know how the crime was carried out. We can be certain that the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside. But there's just one thing that's strange. Oh yeah. Yeah. Think, Tim. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? The jewel storage room door was locked. The jewels was stored in this room. The glass was cut by the door, wasn't it? Oh. I mean, let me think. The glass was cut, but the door wasn't.
Oh,
The door to the storage room was open with a key, but the jewel case was still locked and it was sliced apart. That's right, so that means the thief only had one of the key the one who to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Bernice can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Bernice, but I am not so sure. Obviously, I'd be best if we could talk to Bernice ourselves, but he's still being questioned. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Right, after we wrap up here, let's go ask him. How's the investigation going, Tim? Oh, Mr. Dennis. Sorry, I couldn't stand just waiting around. Have you discovered anything? It does appear that the culprit used the storage room key to gain entry. We believe they then cut open the jewel case and took the Aurora drop. Is that so? I suppose that doesn't help Bernice much since he has access to the key. I have a question for you, Mr. Dennis. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. I have known Bernice a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. The security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Hello, Gary. Okay. Have a nice clean shower. Take a shower, you stinky. I'm sorry, just have fun. Got it. So both Bernice and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room. But only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. That's valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. Really? I thought I might be getting in the way, but I'm glad to hear I could help. The Aurora drop is meant to become a symbol of revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Tim. Symbol of revival. Let's ask Dennis about that later. The thief cut open the case to steal the jewel, but they had the key to get into the storage room. And only people who have access to that key are Dennis and Bernice. So it makes sense that the police would suspect Bernice. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. I got 2 new pals. Oh, really? What are the names? Please tell me, Gary. Why would he do that, knowing people would suspect him? Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, besides on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain if anything just yet. We need to talk to Bernice and the other people in the mansion and hear what they have to say. Not just the people, the Pokemon too. I interpret for you when we talk to them. Alright, I'm counting on you, Pichu. Okay, now that we have got our next step figured out, let's start interviewing everyone right away. Wait, what if I
Okay.
Alright, we have got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Besides all everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Bernice is innocent? Let's review the information we have gathered and see what we came up with. Bernice doesn't seem like he would betray Mr. Dennis. Would Bernice really betray Mr. Dennis? They have known each other a long time and Mr. Dennis trusts Bernice implicitly. Mr. Dennis himself said there's no way Bernice could have committed this crime. Taking him at his word, doesn't that mean Bernice is innocent? Tim, oh, are you feeling alright? You do realize that doesn't prove anything, don't you? Of course Dennis thinks Bernice didn't do it. No one wants to believe that the people closest to them could commit a crime. Our job is to find something that actually proves that Bernice isn't the culprit.
Whoa!
I don't think we have enough information yet. Is there something we forgot to ask about? Let's go conduct some more interviews.
Okay.
Alright, we have got some useful information. Let's stop in a moment and get through. Alright. Alright, let's begin our investigation, shall we? Alright. Let me take a look up right now, since I have my phone right now with me. Wait, hold on. Gary? What am I looking at? One pal is a freaking literally an eyeball. Literally an eyeball. And the other one is, what is this other one? It looked like a slime. Green slime, of course. That would make sense. That's an interesting pal there.
Whoa!
We may investigate crime, but we should still suspect resident privacy. We should go we shouldn't barging into a room that we have nothing to do with this case, Tim. True, we need to focus on the jewel storage room. Okay. We are going to ask other people if they might know something. Monster from the Terror game. Oh. Okay. Okay, now I understand. Thank you, Gary, for telling me.
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Larry Turner, newest staff members of the Dennis residence. What you are the detective, right? That's what my Mr. Dennis said, at least. The name's, wait, that's not proper enough. Sorry, my name is Larry Turner, and I am a member of the house staff. House staff, huh? Seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if you really don't have to be so formal with us. Thanks, that's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Huh? Is that a problem? Well, it's a good thing for me that Bernice deal with all the apartment guests. My main duty are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. And I keep handle all that no problem. I don't know, this guy hasn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do his job. Anyway, you wanted to ask about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just that I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Something attacked him? So not the thief, then. Oh dear, wrong one. I pressed the ZL. Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Tuner? Sure, no problem. What attacked him, though? Right, so where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. I'd made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw Ducklet flying out of a second store window. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually Ducklet just walk out the front door. It seems weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw that the door to the jewelry storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. Wait, a Pokemon punched him! The next thing I know, I was lying on the sofa and someone was treating my wounds. Oh, that's interesting. A Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure for just a moment. Well, Tim's red, or Dennis is the red color. Besides on the size, it couldn't have been a human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon. A red Pokemon. Do you know what it kind of was? I'm really not sure. It's all happened so fast. I see. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. That's what the doctor said too. No Pokemon would have wanted to steal the Aurora Drop. It's possible that the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to wipe the jewel and punch out Tuner. So, Tim, now that you have heard Tuner's story, what do you think? We need to find the Ducklet that flew out the window and the red Pokemon too. Yep, you got it. But who's the red Pokemon?
Excuse me?
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Unfortunately, that's all I saw. See, can you think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit? Hmm, nothing in particular is coming to mind. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I've never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him, and I was really surprised to hear that Bernice is suspect. You don't think Bernice is responsible? I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him. But honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He is a great coworker with tons of experience. I mean, if you'd know Bernice before all this, you could never even imagine him being a thief. About the Aurora drop?
Excuse me?
Do you know anything about do you know anything about the stolen jewel? The Aurora drop, I have never even seen the thing. It's been shut up in the storage room. It's been shut up in the storage room ever since it was brought to the house. Shut up. It says right there, shut up. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the argument between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. Wait, sort of argument? In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's gonna donate the Aurora drop. Seems like Mrs. Dennis is against that plan. They have been fighting about it almost nightly. Every night, it must really be a point of contention. I guess Mr. Dennis just doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel. So the Aurora drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, huh? Interesting. That's interesting in piece of information. Lieutenant McMaster is currently interviewing Mr. Bernice in this room.
Excuse me?
I guess it would be too much to ask for us to join in, right? I'm afraid we can't allow even the great detective Tim to do that police protocol, you understand?
Manic.
Hey, I have a couple of questions to ask. Got a moment? Manic, don't want to waste time chatting while you're on duty, huh? Awfully stubborn, aren't you? You're even harder to talk to than Bran Manic.
I see.
I take it you have heard what Mr. Dennis has to say? I'm guessing he's also told you about his butler. He's definitely not pleased that Bernice has fallen under suspicious. It sure seems that way. In my positions, I am not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident? We're still looking into that. I'm sure you'll get more direct answer by asking the witness themselves. He's right, we should take this one step at a time and gather our own intel. I was told Bernice is the police prime suspect. Well, the circumstances evidence certainly seems to be painting directly. He doesn't sound terrible convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually, I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal the jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will toward Mr. Dennis, and he is in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. But for now, I can't say anything with a certain. Understood. I hear the Aurora drop is an incredible valuable jewel. The Aurora drop is not just valuable, it's a famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. And there must be plenty of people who would like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? I can't rule out that possibility, but based on the current evidence, I'd say the likelihood of burglary is low. Inspector Holliday, I know this has nothing to do with the current case, but you want to ask me about Harry? Yes, do the police have any leads on my father's whereabouts? I'm sorry, Tim, but we haven't made any development on that front. Oh, well, thanks anyway. Still don't understand it myself. Harry was working on the R case when he went missing, so it stands to reason that if you follow that thread, you'd find Harry too. But the case has been closed and we still don't have a single clue. Seriously, where did Harry disappear to? Don't be discouraged, Tim. Look at how far you have come in the 2 years since you moved to the city in search of your father. You have become such a great detective that the mayor himself recognized you in reward. You'll find Harry, I'm sure of it. And in the meantime, I'll keep offering whatever help I can. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Inspector Holiday. Let's keep looking around and... oh, hello, there's someone new.
Yes? You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Claudia Dennis. That's the wife? She did it. She did it. Her attitude shows. She did it. We're a detective. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here. Detective, huh? Didn't her name just reveal? Why putting a question mark? Detective. Oh. Suppose my husband did say something about that. Your husband, that must mean your... Claudia Dennis and Jove's wife. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? I do mind, actually. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved. No, it's not. What do you mean? The police said that Barnes is behind all this. So that matter settles. We have heard that he is under suspicion, yes. But we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed those crimes. You sound just like my husband. But nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Ugh, bloody smirk face, I don't like her. Barnes' partner, Ducklet... Wait, hold on. Barnes' partner, Ducklet, was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Hello? Wait, how do you know about that? Did you witness the crime? Barnes' partner, Ducklet, was involving in this crime? You look as though you'd believe me. You don't believe me. Of course I don't believe you! With that attitude and smile look.
Excuse me?
Is it true that you witnessed the crime? Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly. Then stop saying those nonsense! Huh. But I did witness some irrefutable proof. What exactly did you say? At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then, I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window. A bird Pokemon. Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. Had to have been Ducklet. We did find blue feathers near the windows and in the storage room. So those were Ducklets. And inside, he was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. Metallic sound. Do you know what could have made that noise? No, I don't, but the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I have heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feather were found in the room. Isn't proof enough that Barnes is the culprit? She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory. But all it's based on is a metallic sound and the sight of flying blue bird Pokemon. Pretty flimsy, if you ask me. Yeah. I'm sorry, Miss Dennis, but this information alone isn't enough to definitively prove Barnes is the culprit. Then hurry up and find whoever is and get that jewel back. Miss, if you bring this attitude one more time, I'm taking the jewel and I'm not giving it back to you. I will give it to Mr. Dennis over there. Isn't that what my husband hired you for? I get that she is upset, but she doesn't have to take it out on us.
Excuse me?
Mr. Dennis seems confident that Barnes is innocent. Oh yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting, especially when it comes to Barnes. Those two really trust each other that much. I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer, in fact, than I have known Senju. Suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. What do you mean by that? Whenever my husband and I have disagreement, Barnes inevitably said with Senju, Even though I am sure he believes he is being impartial, that lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. I get the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Bernice. Do you think that's why she is so sure he is the thief?
Excuse me?
Could you tell me more about the Ducklet? Ducklet's a Bernice's partner. She dotes on him tirelessly and always be his side. Okay, that's interesting. I'll just add to the note. You mentioned earlier that she might be involving in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing? Yes, she even helped Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with a jewel. Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, the one thing that seems certainly is that he really loves Barnes.
Yes?
The Aurora Drop is an incredible valuable jewel. Mr. Dennis told me that same thing. But do you really understand? Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is? Huh? I knew it. Just look at those blank expression. Hey, my face always looked like this. As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of the jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate it to Rhyme City? So you're against donating the Aurora Drop? Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be parted about for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few. Talk about keeping it to yourself. Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. There's her partner. Fable, all ears for mansion gossip. Well, she does have the big long ears. Oh, it's Clefable, Mrs. Dennis' partner, apparently. Can I ask you a few questions? Whoa, what gives? No need to be so rude. What's wrong? Seems like she really is suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after an incident here. Yeesh. About the symbol of revival. What makes the Aurora Drop a symbol of revival? 2 years ago, during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. But you were a victim of the R incident? Yes, some Pokemon who had been exposed to R went berserk. Their rampaging destroyed my shop, say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By the time I already had the Aurora Drop, I kept it stored safely in the shop. So was the Aurora Drop damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one to remain unscathed. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop that you might believe it was being protected. That's incredible. Because there's something magic left in the world after all. You have no idea. There actually is magic too. If anyone watched the movie of the Hoopa, the movie, magic does exist. Ever since, even alchemy. Ever since then, the Aurora Drop became known as the jewel of survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it, and thanks to all the attention, my business was obliged to get back on its feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? I decided to donate it to Rhyme City. The Aurora Drop. Why donate something so precious to you? It's not just precious to me, and that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Maris has done his part in improving our city, but declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week, I thought it was about time I did mine. So I want to donate the jewel that survived the R incident, symbol of Rhyme City's revival. I hope that by doing so, I can help living up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. Wow, Dennis, I'm impressed. That's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone has so pleased about it. Yeah, your wife. Oh, forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with concern over such a personal matter. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Oro drop as quick as possible. Understood. We'll do everything we can. Now is that poor girl left. Oh, look at the poor girl. It's Dennis' partner, Growlithe. She sure doesn't look happy. Growl. Apparently, she feels responsible. No wonder she is so down. Maybe we should leave her alone for a while. Now that Mr. Brennus will thank you not leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Hey, it sounds like the police finished questioning Burness. Let's go talk to him. Yeah. This is our case. That's him. Brandon Barnes, butler of the Dennis residence. How did it come to this? Why are the police suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. Is that so? Oh, my apologies. I'm Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Barnes? I realize you must have tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please, don't worry about that. You have been hired by Mr. Dennis. I'm sorry, Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation. Thank you. What would you like me to speak about it first?
Yes.
I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I had finished my errand and entering the house that I realized something was miss. I heard Tuner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. So that means Burness was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran up the stairs, you would think he would have run straight into the thief. If he didn't see anyone, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, I saw that the Oro drop was gone. Then contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Is there anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Unfortunately, not. It was only afterward that Mr. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about, and the only other in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements from Pokemon, so I am afraid I have no reliable. That's where we came in. The Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something. Mr. Barnes, do you have any idea who the thief might be? Not a clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Okay, let's get testimony here. Growlithe guard the key with constant vigilance, so I imagined it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me given the circumstances. But I would never do something so senseless. At least it confirms that only those two have access to the key.
Yes.
Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this proof photo. Oh, look at that. Okay, now okay, hold on. Hold on. This one has a light blue, and this other one has a little more bluish dark, slightly. So that means Ducklet was there, but there was a cotton. So which means, you know what it means? Obviously Cotton the Pokemon, the Whimsicott. Whimsicott was there. Whimsicott and Ducklet have a fight. It seems Whimsicott was the one who did it. But if I remember in the Pokemon moveset, Ducklet, if I can believe, Ducklet can learn Cut. That's Ducklet with you there. Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers. Simply beautiful. But that's not all. She's also incredibly clever and even helped me out with my work. Oh, excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. It's really no big deal. You mentioned that she helped you with your work. What exactly she does? Let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from a local cafe. Well, Detective Pikachu was right. Oh, he buys coffee beans? Nice. There's a place nearby called the High Hat Cafe. Perhaps you have heard of it. She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's their if that's their go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the High Hat blend. I guess I should be surprised that Rhyme City's elite have such refined taste. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't returned yet. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? Unfortunately, no. The feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? Yes, no question about it. But I haven't the finest idea why Ducklet's feather would be there. Just thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow. I'm so worried I can hardly think of it straight. Out of all jewels in Mr. Dennis' collections, he considered the Aurora Drop to be his most precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say the Aurora Drop is the physical manifestations of the crystallization of Mr. Dennis' career as a jewelry. I was nothing but I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. For someone who speaks so firmly, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Please, Tim, find the Aurora Drop, I beg you. Don't worry, sir. We're on the case.
Well...
Based on the Barnes' testimony, I'm really not surprised the police suspect him. Yeah, if only there was another witness at least. About that, aren't you forgetting something, Tim? Huh? Barnes told us the Growlers and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Oh, right. Maybe the Pokemon saw something. Exactly. We can leave the rest to us. Let's go question them, Tim.
Tim. Yo, main Ectric! Working hard? Hey! What did I ever do to you?
I have no idea. What do you want, great detective? Have you finished questioning Burnett? For now, anyway, we just haven't finished gathering our evidence. Doesn't change the fact that Burnett is still suspect. If you don't mind, could we ask some questions? If you insist, but I have no intentions of sharing confidential information with you.
Excuse me?
Is the storage room key the reason the police suspect Burnett? Oh, so you know that much already. Well, no point in denying it. The only two people who can access the key are the homeowner and his butler, Mr. Dennis and Burnett. I highly doubt Mr. Dennis staged all of this himself, which leaves Burnett as the only logical suspect. Not only that there were Ducklet's feathers at the crime scene, and Burnett's partner is a Ducklet. Clearly Burnett used the key to get inside the storage room, then had Ducklet fly off with the jewel. That's my work theory. Terrible theory. He has full of holes there missing. Duly noted. We don't have any decisive evidence yet, but we're going to find this Ducklet that flew the co-op, and then we'll get definitely proof. You'll see. Well, I'll be continuing my own investigation. Suit yourself. Are you following any leads other than Burnett? Of course we are. We already collected testimonies from every last person in this house. Do you mind if I ask what your impressions of each of them was? Well, I would suppose I could tell you that much. Mr. Dennis seems rather shaken by Burnett's feeling under suspicious, and his wife Claudia's is reacting quite impetuously. He's been approaching us repeatedly to demand that we hurry and wrap up our investigation. That gotta be tough. I almost feel bad for Brand. I don't. One of their staff members, Turner, has been very cooperative with our investigation. He told us a lot about everything that happened up until he lost consciousness. I suppose that's all I can say for now. Thank you, we'll keep that in mind. The police can question people, but they can't talk to Pokemon. Interviewing the Pokemon around here might help us paint a clear picture of what we want down. We only have 10 minutes left, guys. No need to glare at us like that, Minitrick. Minitrick! Calm down! Calm down. Already we are not gonna get in the way of your police work. Franz Minitrick sure is committing to the job. True, and he has been keeping watch, so if anyone tried to hide some evidence, he'd spot it right away. I guess he is helpful in that way, but I just wish he'd deal back his aggression toward me. Right. She still looks awfully suspicious of us. Let's try again later. Oh, Growlithe. Hey, Growlithe, sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but would it be alright if we ask you some questions? We're here to catch the thief, and we need your help to do that. You're willing to talk to us if it'll help Senji. Thanks. Senji. Growlithe's nickname for Dennis near as I can tell. Oh, right, his full name is Sanjeev Dennis, so I guess Sanji makes sense. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questioning? About you, Growlithe. Gotcha. As Dennis' partner, it's your job to guard the mansion, and we already know the key to the jewel storage room was around your neck. It's important to Dennis, so guarding it is important to you. Makes sense. He says she'd never let anyone other than Dennis or Burnus even touch the key. So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened there, huh? She's really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the two of us are gonna crack this case.
Well...
Do you remember anything about the time of the incident? You don't know because you were napping? What, your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? Been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? You woke up when Barnett got home. It would have been right before all the commotions happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone? Interesting. Yeah, I can tell you're upset. You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief. Thanks. We'll come ask for any assistance if anything comes up. I can only think of grass-type Pokemon can only do sleep powder. I mean, think about it. If a Pokemon eats food, which the bull's over there, it eats food, grass-type may come in and throw sleep powder and takes the key. We'll come asking for an assist if anything comes up. I love Growlithe. He's so adorable. He says Barnes is kind and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close and she'd never seen them fighting or arguing. Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Burnus after all. And Growlithe like Burnus too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Burnus is a likely culprit. There wasn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that would help us prove Burnus innocent. Only one left to ask Clefable. I'll do what I can to get Clefable to talk to us. Thanks, Pikachu. Pikachu better do... I hope Detective Pikachu do its favorite charms. Alright, Clefable, spill the beans. What? You think we're thieves returning to this case of the crime? You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, can you answer some questions? Yes, really. Come on, you can trust us. Yeah, help us out, and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too. So you're willing to talk to us. Thanks. Guess Clefable was worried we'd do something bad to Mrs. Dennis.
Hey,
Do you have a job here at the mansion? Oh, no job. Percy, unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly? Well, hello, Relo. Long time no see. Welcome to the stream and Happy New Year, friend. Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, I didn't mean to be insulting. Uh-huh. So Claudia's always arguing with someone or other. But when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing. Interesting. Oh, I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into an argument. Wow, you're actually pretty nice. I bet Clefable's really important to Mr. Dennis. Mrs. Dennis. What have you been up to, Riolu? It's been so long that I haven't seen you or chatted with you. Hope you're doing alright. Did anything strange happen today? Clefable's saying she got Clefable's saying she got real sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. Definitely a grass type doing. Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. That's too bad. What do you think of Bernus? Do you get along with him alright? Chloe doesn't like Bernus, so Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. But she doesn't think Bernus is a bad person. After all, she says Bernus ran to help Turner when he got hurt. Wait, does that mean Clefable saw Bernus going upstairs to help Tuner? Yeah, it's gotta be. Life got busy. I see. That makes sense. Clefable, what else can you tell us? Clefable was dozing near the front door this morning. When Bernus got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Then Clefable and Bernus heard Tuner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. Another good testimony. That's good. And that's when they're surprised they found Tuner on the floor. That means when Tuner was attacked, Bernus was still on the floor first.
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
Okay. Let's review. This one. Bernus may not be the culprit. He returned to the mansion after the crime had occurred. When Bernus returned to the mansion, both he and Clefable heard Larry Tuner cry out, so it's highly unlikely Bernus committed the crime.
Okay.
And Grother said she woke up at exactly the same time. Bernus and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Bernus couldn't be the culprit? Bernus was on the first floor when Tuner was attacked. That would have been it was very difficult for Bernus to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we can prove Bernus' innocent with the deck alone. Yeah, we can't exactly disclose that testimony came from a Pokemon. No one would believe us. It looked like we're going to need other evidence to provide his innocence. But how? Very good. We can't let the suspect around Bernus with Clefable testimony alone. I think we're going to need some other kind of evidence to provide his innocence. So where should we look for it? Nothing immediately comes to mind. At times like this, it's best to try investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to his. Team Rocket capturing me and I hide to escape. I see. Not to worry, I will protect you from them. To get close to the truth of this case, we've got no choice but to find the Pokemon that Witness saw. Witness reported seeing the red Pokemon and Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit partner. It makes sense to think that, but no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get some leads on that red Pokemon. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Burnett is the culprit. But then, why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? Seems like that it's got nothing to do with the jewel thief. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Good call. Let's head into the city and look for her.
Okay.
Oh, looks like the only way to continue our investigation is to gather info in the city. But where should we look? Should we get after Ducklet or search for the red Pokemon? If you're unsure, why don't we try following Ducklet? I think we have a better lead to go on for that. For the red Pokemon. Oh, right. We did hear that Ducklet was supposed to go buy a coffee bean today. I'll bet you she went to the High Hat Cafe. You're right. We should probably go search the cafe. Let's not waste any time, Tim. Roger that, detective. Also, we have already reached 2 hours. I need to do my work.
You know the drill, Tim. Wash your hands and gargle when you get home.
Gargle?
Don't forget.
Anyway, this is thanks to Detective Pikachu. Also, I can actually put save. Whatever works. Let's put it over here. Yes. And now it has been saved. Guys, thank you so much for watching my stream. Actually, thank you to my friends who are here watching my stream. I thank you guys for being here for me. And right now, I will end the stream. So this is the important thing I want to say. Happy New Year for all those who out there. Except for those jerks! My apologies. Anyway, bye. I will make another video, like video recording on the Happy New Year on the VR chat. So, yeah. Bye-bye.